1 second, we will be getting started. We're gonna let this thing just give it a moment, and we will be starting. We'll wait for everybody to start coming into the chat. So anybody, please go over to YouTube. Go over to YouTube. Everybody from the Baddest Sports Show in the Deep South, please come over to YouTube. We're going to be going on in a few. So everybody, if you follow me right here on Facebook, please come to YouTube. Okay, come to YouTube. Those who I'm right now on Facebook, trying to get everybody to come over to YouTube. Okay, this is what we're doing. The print after, right after the game. This is what we're doing. We'll be going on in a few seconds. Those on Facebook, come over to YouTube. Okay, I'm just get everybody aware that we are going on right away. Okay. Boy, it's so good to have a win. So good to have a win. So give me 1 second. Welcome. What a day. Wow. All I can say is more. Wow. I don't know how, have y'all took y'all medication?
Yeah.
Fans.
Yeah.
You guys take your medication because
that's why I'm smiling.
Well, let me tell you something. We can find many things to get mad about, but we're never going to get mad about a win. Okay, I don't care how you win it, my brothers. Well, as long as we win the game, that cures anything. Winning cures anything that is negative.
Winning.
I really don't. What's going on? Brian's in the house. We got Nas in the house. We got Brian's in the house. Man, I tell you, Larry, I didn't see you guys this morning because I'm pretty much sure you guys were probably too sleepy or whatever. So
man, I was having problems with my shit.
Difficulties. You had technical difficulties coming on, and I'm sure Larry got a reason why he didn't come on. And y'all do know that the host of this podcast is in the dome, so he's over there. He's at the game, so he's gonna be very, very excited. I'm excited for him. Because him and this old lady was at the game, you want the young man to go there and be able to see the Saints win. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you this, y'all. I tell you this. It was the most terrible defensive football game I have seen from the Saints in many years. I think we have to go back to 2011. No, what?
No, 14, 15, Rob Ryan.
To see poor defense like I just saw. I mean, I could not believe on the back end. I know that they had some injuries. I know that we had some serious injuries. But I mean, on the back end, that Paulson Adebo was getting. I mean, he was out of place.
Bruh. Look, look.
He looked hurt.
Hey, bruh. You know, look, I'm gonna let Larry comment on that because I think he saw what I saw.
Go ahead, Larry.
Adebo looked at hurt, bro, because he couldn't run like he couldn't hit it. He couldn't run in stride or nothing. Adebo looked at hurt.
It just didn't look like him. It didn't look like him.
He didn't like himself at all.
Look, bro, those safeties in the backfield, bro. When we got a result to JT Gray, bro, you know, I mean, and come on, man, you know, and Chris Harris really looked out of place, deer in headlights. You know, he was running behind somebody on the long touchdown before. Like,
yeah, he just getting on the team, so I'm not gonna get in his ass.
Yeah, but he was forced.
Getting on the team.
He a veteran. He a veteran. Pro Bowl veteran. Get on his ass.
Look, most of the time we get up on here. Most of the times we get up on here and we criticize Pete Carmichael. I think today, for the first time, it was the defense that was horrible and the offense was creative. I had never seen Pete Carmichael so creative. And I think we need to give Pete Carmichael some credit, y'all, because that was some creativity. What they did was they used a 2-quarterback offense. It looked like they used the good old high school plays. It was beautiful, man. What do you guys think about Pete Carmichael and his adjustments and just using? And you know, I criticized this last week that he gives us a taste of Taysom Hill. And then he puts Taysom Hill, right? You know, he don't give the man enough shine. And Taysom, Taysom is a fool. Taysom is a fool, y'all. Listen.
Hey, bro.
Taysom he deserves to balls like Alvin Kamara, bro. I hate to say this. The dude is that dangerous.
Hey, bro. My cousin basically said the whole game, you need to give that man the ball 15 times a game.
Big dog Philly in the house. Go ahead. Let me tell you something. What I saw, y'all, and I can sit there and tell you this.
Got you.
I didn't get drunk today because I knew I wanted to be able to do the show competent and not. I wanted to be able to be competent and be able to do the show not fucked up as usual. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do that. I'll let Petey take on that. You know what I'm saying? But
well, I mean, hey, bro, my cousin basically said that, you know, if you give the man the ball 15 times a game, bro, we'll definitely win.
Yeah,
you know, but
we always see him win when he plays. Do you remember against the Atlanta Falcons? You understand he's 2-0 against the Falcons, and the times he play against them, it's like the Falcons don't know how to stop him. I don't understand why we don't give this young man enough, just enough balls as much. You got him and Alvin Kamara. You know how dangerous it is to have Alvin and how dangerous to have Taysom. I mean, that's like it's strange. It's a strange thing. The Pete Carmichael was running stuff that that screenplay, y'all. That screenplay that
that definitely saved us right there.
It saved us. That was the old Sean Payton plays. You know, when he used to do PR Thomas to throw them screens. And I'm noticing that he's doing a lot of screen plays. One of the and let's not forget that terrible interception by the terrible throw by Andy Dalton. Let's not leave your ass out there, Andy. Now I know you're not going to play a season, a couple of games where you're not going to throw an interception. Nobody's perfect, but you look shitty on that pass, dude. That was terrible. You put the Saints in a bad predicament. We could have scored on them on that drive. You guys make it hard. You and Alvin Kamara made it hard for the Saints today. Okay, that's not. Now I know he made some great plays. I understand Alvin done some great things and redeemed himself, but he has to stop fumbling the ball. Him and Hardy. I don't know what's going on with Hardy. Hardy is absolutely injured, and he keep fumbling the ball. These dudes got problems holding on to the football. I don't know what they got to do. Dennis Allen said he worked on all week on ball control. He said all week are protecting the football, and obviously they need some more work. How you doing, Keandra in the house?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
How did it feel to come out here and get a victory? I mean, it was a terrible display, but we won.
We won. It was beautiful in the end. We got to take the victory formation for a change, and I enjoy seeing the victory
But
formation.
they could have got look, they got down, y'all. They got down. They were down 32 to 31, and they never was out of this game. The offense was never like afraid of the Seattle Seahawks defense. They kept aggressive, and kudos. Let's give a hand to Cam Jordan today, y'all. Let's give a hand to Cam Jordan because Cam Jordan was a fool today. Not bad as the defense was, Cam
Davenport,
Jordan, huh?
Davenport did his thing too on that side.
Davenport, yeah,
He
he actually
did.
pushed him. He pushed Davenport actually, well, pushed
Was
him into
running him
Cam Jordan
towards Cam.
because
Yep.
they were doing it with team Davenport allowing Cam. I see you. That's what I love about Larry. Larry watches the football game. He watches the game. That's why Larry be killing some of these cats when it comes down to debating because he watches the game. Some people don't watch the game and they just so much into Madden, they're not paying attention. And Adam Trotman came out big, y'all. Adam
Yes, he
came out
did.
big.
You
And
know what?
I seen a couple of passes that could have been caught, like Traquan Smith. That was all. I mean, come on, Traquan. You
He had
gotta
a
make some
bad
of these
game
catches.
today. He had a bad game
Look, one
today.
of the passes, I said cut his ass, but I didn't mean it because we need him. That catch he made, he came back and redeemed himself and caught and got a first down. That's a great way to overcome yourself. Look. McCoy played like shit today. Our center, he was getting ate up by Woods. Big Woods was killing McCoy in the middle of the field. That's why we couldn't get too many runs in the middle because he was clogging a hole. Okay, so as far as this team, Will Lutz came up big with the big field goal. That's another big field goal. We
Mhm.
gotta, yes. Once again, he hit another big field goal, helping the New Orleans Saints stay in this football game. Larry, what is your turning point in this football game?
My turning point really was, I can't say a turning point, but the key player was Taysom Hill. Taysom won this game, bro. Taysom won this game. It wasn't
All
no
by
turning
himself.
point.
All by
All by
himself.
itself. All by itself. Taysom did it by itself.
Taysom done this
Player of the
by
week.
himself, and I've seen this before. Y'all
Player of the
remember?
week.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. I'm over talking.
Player of the week. But the thing is, remember I kept saying about week 5, we're gonna know exactly what kind of team we got?
Right.
We mediocre. We
Well, I
mediocre.
think we'll be better. I think that how a win can change your team. I really believe once Jameis come back, it's going to. See, winning cures a lot of things, brother. We are mediocre right now. We bad, but when you win that way, you put up 39 points, and I don't give a damn how you got it. You put up 39 points, and you're a bad football team right now. You're a bad football team, and you put up 39 points. All you can do is go up. All you can do is go up.
But check this out, though. We went against a team that's basically the mirror image of us.
Right.
The team that made the most mistakes was going to lose, and somebody finally made more mistakes than us.
Right. But let's not forget that they were 2-2, and that they don't. Let's not forget that they put up 40-something points. I mean, they just come off for scoring 40. I mean, this team is for real. Listen, Geno Smith it reminds me a little of Jameis Winston of last year, but better. Okay, Geno Smith was a guy who was drafted a former number 1 draft pick. This is why I still believe that Jameis can still do this thing, because Geno proved to the world that he was a former first-round pick out of the University of West Virginia, and he proved that everybody gave up on him, and he looked like a bona fide stud out there. The dude can play quarterback, and it's just
Heisman
the
Trophy
system.
winner too. He won a Heisman too.
Right, and he won a Heisman Trophy. So the whole point what I'm making to you is I haven't given up on Jameis. I just believe that if we order for us to move forward, we have to have Taysom be a part of Jameis. Just the same way as Dalton is a part of Jameis, you have to have Taysom a part of this, because Taysom is hard to be able. You cannot account for Taysom. Our defenses are going to have serious problems with Taysom Hill. I see your face. What's going on?
I'm looking at this Cowboy Rams game. Boy, the Cowboys just blocked that punt.
Oh.
Bruh,
They
I'm
got the Rams
trying.
looking stupid out there.
So what do
I'm
you think?
trying not to
What do you
watch
think
them.
about this, huh?
Well,
It's
I
about
mean, and bro, look, it's just like I always said, and you said it at the very beginning. Winning is winning.
Right.
Later for all that fucking foolishness. That okay,
Man, you
man.
throw
Well,
everything out the door. All the criticism, all the stuff gets out the door when you win.
no. Look. I'm with you as far as for the okay, man. Look, we got a lot of cleaning up to do. I can understand that,
Right.
though, but bruh, it's been a long fucking.
It's
3
been a
weeks,
long
dog.
time since we won, y'all. We all understand it's been a long time. So when you take a win, I was gonna, if we'd have lost this game, I was gonna be very negative. I was gonna say a lot of negative stuff. I was even talking about firing Dennis Allen. A lot of things was gonna happen that I'm not thinking about anymore, because winning cures a lot of things. We're one game. I'm not gonna say that, because we're one game now out of first place. Whether we want to laugh about it and we want to talk about it, I watched the Atlanta Falcons come back, almost beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers won 21-15. If it wasn't for some kind of it was a penalty at the end that was roughing the passer, and when that was not roughing the passer, they gave it to Tom Brady as usual. The Atlanta Falcons would have upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are not good, y'all. They're not good.
No, they're not.
Our division is the worst in football.
They cheated us.
And I'm telling y'all, we can still end up winning this division. I know it's not saying much, and y'all a lot of we sit there and guess what? Another thing we did, we won in the dome. When the last time we won in the Superdome?
Shit, it's been a second.
When the last time we won in Atlanta? That was our first win. When the last time we won in the Superdome? So this game was a lot of things that got jumped, that was kicked off that monkey is off our back, Keandra. Look, I don't care how we want to put it. What you think about this, Keandra? What we're talking about? The monkey being off your back, because winning cures it all.
It does, but again, we need a lot of work to be done. I was disappointed in how our safeties played today. I know we have a lot of injuries, so that's just that. But I was disappointed in the safety play today. But going back off of what you were saying earlier about Geno Smith and talking about Jameis Winston or what have you. I didn't like Geno Smith either. I just thought he was arrogant when he was first drafted or what have you. Over time, you know what I'm saying? Geno Smith has improved, because you can see his improvement, this year as a starter. But the thing about it is, I want to go back to what I've said previously. It all depends on coaching. I don't know what kind of coaching and what kind of training that Geno Smith has gone through over the years.
Pete Carroll.
Well, Pete Carroll, but I know Pete Carroll. I don't know if he's a quarterback coach or
he's
what.
a defensive mind coach, but the
Defensive mind.
He's a disciplined guy. One thing about see, you got to think about Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is a Sean Payton type of guy. Like, don't take no BS from players. He was bold enough to let Russell Wilson walk. You got to understand.
Yeah, he was bold.
He does not. He does not care about that arrogant stuff. He will put you back in place in 2 seconds. Okay. So Pete Carroll, the effect of Pete Carroll, period, him being with a Super Bowl winning coach helps a lot.
Right.
So that helped him a lot.
Right, and that helps him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Geno Smith has been on multiple teams throughout the years. And then now that he's gotten a good landing spot, you know what I'm saying, it has seemed to help him tremendously and bring out his better attributes.
Man, you saw the
as a
bombs.
quarterback.
Did y'all see the bombs he was throwing on the Saints?
Yeah, I know. I seen it.
This was cocking that ball back.
It did not look good for a defensive mind head coach like we have.
Todd Bowles is going through the same issue. Last week, Todd Bowles had 40 put up on him. Okay, so this is going through the NFL. What's going on is the lack of preseason, and I have said this.
Yeah,
the lack of these players are starting out the gate, and they trying to protect them so they won't get injured. But also, what you're doing, they're gonna get injured by you trying to protect them. The more you're not playing them like that, they're gonna get injured because you sitting up there, you're trying to keep them safe, and then eventually when the season starts, go look all across the NFL. It's not just the Saints.
Yes.
Go look at these teams that's out here. It's not just. I'm not going to make excuses for the Saints, but this is bad football, y'all. This is not the best of the National Football League. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers, 1-3. There are multiple teams.
Man, they got
the Bengals. That's what the Bengals don't look like the Super Bowl runner-ups. They don't look nothing like they did. We play them. We're going to see the Bengals this week. But the Bengals are nowhere. They are a shell of themselves.
The Rams, too.
Yeah, the Rams. All these teams don't look well. They don't look well. And I'm not making excuses for my team. I'm just telling you, if we catch on, we can be right there in the mix. You got to remember this.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Thomas could have played today, but they decided to take another week.
Well, good. That's okay.
Juice could have played today. He was a game time decision. Now that Olave had a concussion, he may still play because he got the whole week, y'all. He got the whole week to be clear.
That's
good. I mean,
the whole week to be clear. He got the whole week to be clear. If he
that's good, play,
and then he does. And if he don't,
and
play,
that's good.
Mike and Juice. And
but that's good.
Yeah,
that's good if you really think about it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we had our premier star players out of the game. You know, they were able to rest, and we were down to our last 3 receivers on the active roster. And Keith Kirkwood, I didn't know he was back on the team. I thought a couple weeks ago he was on the Carolina Panthers.
What he did? He caught the ball, didn't he?
Caught the ball. Keith always did catch the ball, though. He always did catch the ball.
He always did. Yeah, Keith Kirkwood, I always liked him.
Injuries was
right.
But this is my question. We went and signed him off the street, but why not elevate Kirk Merritt or DeJohn Dixon?
I don't think they think they're ready.
I don't
because
think
you don't go get Kirkwood if you're not getting your rookies off the practice squad. That's telling me they're not ready. That's what it's telling me.
Yeah.
I mean that's just me.
But the way I look at it, during the season, you're not gonna really know what you have until you throw them in that fire.
Yeah,
that's true. That's a fact.
Carmichael is familiar with Kirkwood. You know, you got to remember this goes with being familiarity with the player, and you know what you're going to get out of Kirkwood. You know what I'm saying?
And you know the system too.
You know what you're going to get out of him.
You know the system.
Then a guy that's in preseason don't know how they're going to be. So another guy that I'm worried about is Hardy. You know, Hardy is really, really, make me worried about him. You know,
hey, bro. You know, we gonna have, and I said this shit back in week 1, week 2 that we were shopping Hardy, because he's making too much money.
I'm starting to agree with you.
And we're gonna roll with, whenever the Rashid Shaheed dude gets healthy, he's gonna get thrown out there.
Mookie said why we're not using him as a wide receiver. It's beyond me.
He's injured.
Beyond me. I don't know why.
He's
injured.
Don't
use him Larry and I talked about this the whole time. He was Jameis' guy. Last year, him and Callaway was Jameis' guy. I don't understand. I know you go get Landry. I know you go get all these other players, but this guy was not dropping the football.
It's a money issue. It's a money issue because they know he in a contract here and they got to pay him. But if it's stats put out, they can say, well, you didn't produce. How am I producing? You not giving me the opportunities. Well, you had ABC 1, 2, 3 ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to hit him with. So either you take this low number and return these kicks, or we got your boy sitting right here. What you going to do?
Right.
But he's been injured, though.
Now, y'all know Kurt Merritt may get activated, y'all. This is because now that what you're calling is hurt, Kurt Merritt is a special team. Okay, so he's that guy that's the punt return and kickoff. So you may see next week. You said you should see him next week.
Yeah, speed. Yeah, we need a speed. We need a speed.
You should see Kurt Merritt. That is a great one by Chris. Christopher said special teams been kind of bad. They should think of activating Kurt Merritt because you're not going to have Taysom Hill running kickoffs like that. We don't want to hurt him on kickoff return, and which he always seemed. I mean,
but question, ain't that dude making like $94 million? I had that motherfucker on defense.
As a linebacker.
Yeah,
safety.
I put him at safety.
That's not really. I know y'all saying that, but that's not really true. He's not making that money. He's not making
that much. But he's so talented.
Look like that.
I throw him back there at the free because he got the range.
Because he got range. He got silly range, don't he?
And he got the speed.
He got the hands. He got the hands and the size. I put him back.
Yeah.
I don't think we realize how talented Taysom Hill is. And at that age.
What now is that? Because I gave him his props last week. I really got to give him his props this week.
I'm surprised he didn't pop on.
He on there.
He in the chat.
I got to give him his props, bro.
I'm surprised he ain't coming on here and gloating him and Dank. Because that's their boy.
Oh, Dank in there. Dank in there too.
Dank gloating, but Dank got to realize that's what
don't this feel fucking good?
Shout out to Dank and Nas, man, because they really came through on giving the ball more to Taysom Hill, because to be honest with you, you said that that Dalton was a non-factor, just a game manager. Well, that's all we need him for. At his age, we don't need him to be any. He's not a feature quarterback. He had the one interception that he made a mistake on, but other than that, he played well. That's what you want him to do.
He's just a solid backup. Okay. That's what he is.
I just have a question for the panel.
Go ahead.
What the hell is up with Mark Ingram, bro?
Oh, man, I talked about Mark being a release. That was a bad decision.
Well, I've been saying.
They could not keep Latavius because Latavius. Now, we talked about this y'all wasn't on the first show. We talked about some of our fans a little bit. They just assumed the Saints didn't want him. They offered him a contract before the Broncos came. He refused it because he wanted to be the feature back. Once the Broncos got their number one running back injured, he wanted to be the guy, and you can't blame him. Or he's not going to replace Alvin Kamara, okay? So he knew that. So he didn't want to share with Alvin. He wants to be the feature guy. So for those out there talking bad about Mickey Loomis and the organization, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Go out there and do the research. Understand that that's the real reason. I would rather see Washington right now than see.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say. But see, the thing is, with Washington, it's going to cause a controversy. With Washington, it's going to cause a controversy.
Let it.
What I'm saying, let it, because Ingram keep hitting the hole. Ingram been running like this for years. He hit the hole with his eyes closed. You can tell because he always running into the backs of the linemen.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying about Marcus.
He's running with his eyes closed. You got to find him. You got to close your eyes for it, bro. Open your fucking eyes and look for the hole. He get the same hole.
He gonna hurt a lineman. I feel like he gonna hurt somebody's leg because he almost hurt Pete. Yeah.
He ran up all on Pete's legs. I'm like, dude, and it's fragile.
And that's another MVP of this game.
Right.
Right. Look at the hole.
Man, listen, I want you guys
that boy's a mauler.
I want y'all to do this. See, the baddest sports podcast, we gonna talk about Andres Pete because many fans wanted him out the door. Many fans say he makes too much money. Nope. I see why he make the money he make. The dude is a mauler. He's a bruiser. The Taysom Hill plays don't get. Listen, he opened holes for Taysom Hill, and it was unbelievable
on the left hand side.
On the left hand side, dude.
Bruh.
You might.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying too. We need him in the running game.
But you know what? Your boy looked good today too on the other side now.
Yeah, let's give Mark Ingram this, y'all. He did.
Oh, he did good today.
I'm talking about Ruiz. I'm talking about Cesar Ruiz.
He did good today.
Mark Ingram with the 2-point conversion, y'all. That was big. That was big. Because
his eyes were closed on that too.
I was like, Lord, please get in the end zone. And he got in there. So I got to give credit when credit.
Yeah, he owed us that after he didn't get that third down conversion. You couldn't pick up 3 yards.
He closed his eyes, running into the back of the line.
Right.
Well, Ruiz played good, but we need our rookie left tackle back because Hurst looked bad today.
Oh, yeah.
Hurst
on it.
And guess what? And guess what? The young man is almost ready. Trevor Penning is almost ready, y'all. But we cannot wait till James Hurst get his ass back to backup. He is terrible. He is a terrible starter, man.
He always been terrible.
Oh my
He
God!
just-
Always has been.
He's just been serviceable right now because we ain't got nobody better. But we need
Right.
Penning back. I
Well,
don't give a
hold
damn
up.
how bad Penning mess up out there. He got to learn, but he can't do worse than Hurts.
I'm gonna tell
Exactly.
you like this here, Larry. You know, you supposed to put Andrews Pete at the left tackle. He is a natural left tackle.
But he's slow.
You know, it
He's
does
slow.
not matter. But you know, look, he's 6'5", 6'6". You know,
6'7".
he can. Yeah, well, 6'7". He's got long arms. You know, so even if he get beat, you can get in the man way.
A speed
You know-
rusher killer. A speed rusher
Yeah, it
killer.
would. Yeah,
A
it
speed
would.
rusher killer because he don't shuffle them feet fast enough. That's why he had guard. He was at right tackle at first. Remember? That's why he had
He
guard.
was. He could where he at, yo.
his feet.
Hey,
He
I'm
can't
just
shuffle
trying to
them
give
feet
my
fast enough.
man the benefit of the doubt, bro.
No,
He
we
good where he at.
been over
He
benefit
a
in
Pro Bowl,
doubt.
all pro left guard. That's what he been good at. Because he get his big ass in there, he put them hands on people, he mauling. For his tackle, no, the speed rushers will eat him up. They'll eat him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, McCoy didn't have a good game against Al. Big Al
No,
Woods.
he did
Al
not.
Woods.
Well, I mean,
That's
he-
Al Woods, though.
I'm
That's Al Woods.
so
yeah,
And I don't know why to say
330
this, y'all.
pounds.
That's one
Where-
of Sean Payton's biggest mistakes and his arrogance. That's letting him go, and that other dude who ended up with the Bears a couple of years ago. What his name?
Hakeem Hicks.
Hakeem Hicks. You let Hakeem Hicks go and Al Woods. That was the thing about Sean Payton, his patience. He had no patience with these young rookies, and he let them walk.
But we ain't have
Bruh.
no money for Hicks, huh?
Where has
Hicks got cut. Talking about when he got cut from the Saints.
no,
No,
I think he got traded. He got traded.
Yeah, he got traded.
I think he got
To
traded to the
New
Patriots.
England.
To the Patriots. He went to the Patriots.
He got
You
traded.
know,
Oh
But
man,
hands
why
down.
can I not say this, y'all? Thank you, Nas. Warner is the damn beast, bro. He lead the whole
Oh,
NFL
yeah.
in tackles, y'all. Do y'all notice? Do y'all? Every game he seems to make a fumble. He causes a fumble. I don't know. We're not talking about Pete Warner enough, y'all.
He blue
Oh,
collar, bro.
boy.
He blue collar. He a blue collar linebacker, bro. He not flashy, but he get the job done. He been getting the job done.
My cousin went the hell off on Pete Warner. You know, as a linebacker, bro. You have to know. Sometimes you have to, and sometimes you actually have to, sit back. But this man ain't never was in a play. He was getting wiped out every play, even though he might have had good stat numbers. But my man was getting thrown out of the way.
He had to learn.
All game long.
He had to learn. He's still learning. To tell you the truth, he's still learning. He's still one year away from the best Pete Warner he could be. He's still 1 year away because he's still learning.
Okay. I will respect that. I will respect that. That response.
Hump. He leads the
no
NFL. He leads the whole entire NFL in tackles.
Right.
Look, I used to always say that about Fred.
Are we just gonna dissect people, that they ain't perfect on certain things, that I just want to say, I mean, because at the end of the day, he is the right now, he's going to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Even though he ain't gonna have no Pro Bowl. But he is.
But yeah,
hold up, look. I gotta throw my cuz on this right quick. Hold on. Look, I'm about to take my headphones off and let my cuz talk to y'all right quick about Pete Warner. Hold up. Look. He can play in the open. Oh, you hear me? They hear me? I don't know if they hear me.
Get it together,
I don't know. I can Listen. Pete Warner is a safety. Pete Warner is not a linebacker. If you pay attention to him, watch how he get blocked out the hole in between the tackles. He can run on the open field. But he's not a safety. I mean, he's not a linebacker. He's more of a safety than a linebacker. He's more of a good, strong safety than a linebacker.
You see what I'm saying? He's a big safety. He can run, but he can't. Listen, when it's time like the trenches, why do they keep that dude bust a 80-yard run on us? Because guess what? They flipping the play. Guess what they try to do? They try to put Demario Davis on the strong side every down. That's why they both flipping every time, trying to figure out where the strong side is at. So the problem is he's not an in between the tackles linebacker. He's a safety. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
he's a good safety tackle.
I'm not going to argue that the fact that
Pay
he would
attention. Next game we watch, if you do game film, you'll pay attention to the way he's getting blocked in between the tackles.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue.
Y'all
220 pounds. He like Nash. We already know that.
He definitely like Nash. He's not your natural linebacker. He's definitely built like a safety. So I agree with you on that. But
he's athletic enough to cover tight ends. That's mainly what he is. To cover tight ends.
Athletic enough to
cover tight ends and backs out the backfield. That's mainly what he's there for.
Right.
And that's why all the tackles come.
In this NFL,
and he's doing a great job of it.
And look, in this NFL. And what a lot of people have to understand, they don't that linebacker that you used to know when we were coming up, my brother, they're not using them kind of more. They are using the lighter version. Thomas Davis. You remember Thomas Davis?
Both though. Listen,
no,
so
my brother, you remember
if
Thomas
you have
Davis?
a run it
for the Carolina Panthers.
Thomas Davis from Carolina?
58. He won number 58 for Carolina.
Yeah, he came in the lead as
Thomas Davis. I know you talking about.
He came in the lead. He was drafted as a safety. He
got
moved.
Safety, right.
Yeah, he got moved to linebacker. So they make guys like that. They move to linebacker because in this NFL now,
somebody else was a safety
because these tight ends are much more athletic than what the linebackers me and you come up watching. They're way more athletic.
Wasn't Brian Urlacher a safety and they moved him to linebacker?
Yeah, Brian. They sure
Brian
did.
Urlacher.
He was a safety.
He
was a safety in college, and they moved him. So you are correct. You are correct. He is a safety.
But he got enough size. It's like he's too slow to play out of coverage, so they play him close to the line.
But he's the leading tackler at linebacker in the NFL. He's the leading tackler.
Urlacher was a safety, but Urlacher was 250 pounds, my brother. That boy Pete Werner is getting wiped out the hole. Y'all need to go into the game film, my brother. Come on, bro. I'm a line. Listen, I played that position. Listen. I'm gonna keep it real. Listen to me. Listen, I'm gonna let Peter, man. I'm gonna let him talk to y'all. But I want y'all to do a game observation of his down to down.
Okay, what you want us to do with this? What you want the Saints to do? What do you want the Saints to do with it?
Before Rashard Penny got hurt, they was running in between the tackles 4 and 5, 6 yards at a time. And you know why? Because he can't stop a guard if there's an isolation play coming his way. If the play is coming his way, he can't stop it. He can't stop the play. And I like him if he's running away from the play because he can run people down. But if the play is coming his way, you pay attention, go back, look at every down, look at all the plays. Like I'm telling you, go back, go look at the highlights, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm about to let him talk to y'all. I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate
you. Don't be a stranger. You got great knowledge. You have great knowledge.
Now, I'm going to tell you, what he's saying is not wrong. But according to the scheme of our defense, he's a linebacker in our scheme. In a traditional defense,
I agree.
something else. In our scheme, the way our defense built,
we're not playing a traditional defense.
But I got a question, bro. Where the hell David Onyemata been?
Oh, he's been lost in action.
Getting
paid.
Double team, triple team. His fat ass ain't even moving nowhere. I don't know what's going on with him.
It's like he just hiked the ball and just hugged somebody.
But let's be honest. Nobody was doing nothing. Even Cam Jordan until these last 2 games. Cam Jordan just waking up. To be honest with you, the whole D-line been sleeping the whole year. So that this is not just a problem with Onyemata. This is a problem with their whole D-line. Now, one of the things I want to bring back with size, and I agree with your cousin. I'm not. I can't say he wrong, but I also could bring up Sam Mills. Okay, Sam Mills was not a. Let's just go with Mighty Mouse. Okay, Mighty Mouse was undersized linebacker. Mighty Mouse was an undersized linebacker.
Hold up, bro. We can't even compare Sam Mills to Pete Warner.
No. What I'm doing, brother, is telling you size.
Okay.
I'm not saying this young man is anywhere going to be any great as him, but Luke Kuechly was also undersized. Luke Kuechly, who had multiple concussions, was undersized. That's just the generational linebackers now. Go look at the other teams. They're not getting big guys like you guys talking about no more. They're just not. That's not the linebackers no more. That big 250 and 60 guys, they're moving that now because now you got more athletic tight ends. You're dealing with that dude in Atlanta. Who gonna check that dude in Atlanta? Who gonna check that dude in Atlanta? Pitts. You think a 250-pound guy gonna race down there with that guy?
Nope.
You gotta have a safety type of linebacker. You have to have a safety type of linebacker to be able to cover these athletic tight ends. That's the reason why the Saints got him in that. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's wrong.
That's why we drafted that.
You're gonna get me to say the brother wrong.
That's why we drafted that rookie out of Appalachian State because, like, he one of them types that can get out there and cover, but he hurt right now. So,
bruh, that dude there, I felt like we stashed him on IR to keep
develop him.
Yeah.
No,
you're right.
I mean, look, he's already developed, but I felt like we stashed him, because we got so many linebackers that's making so much money. And as you mentioned that before, Larry, that hey man, it's about the money though. We still got players we gotta pay next year.
Yeah.
He on a rookie contract about 3-4 years.
We strapped.
Because really, he the one gonna step in and replace DeMario in about 2 years.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Look, I wish, and when I sent this link to Everett, right after we talked about this at the end of the preseason, dog, the Roquan Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. He may still be an option.
But
he may still be an option, brother.
I mean, and bruh, we have to get younger, but we, look, on my cousin's level, that bruh, I didn't play linebacker. I was an offensive guy. But at the same point, bruh, if you're not strong enough or big enough to take on those left tackles and left guards or right guards or centers, whatever, bruh, you're gonna get wiped out every play.
I just saying he's the ranked number one in the NFL in tackles right now. So I'm not going to feel. What do you want to say? Do you want us to remove him? Because I mean, what is your option?
Well, I mean, hey. Well, right now we don't have an option because basically he's the best one we got. As sad as that to say, he's the best one we got. Better than Caden Ellis and Zach Bond. Because if they were any good,
Caden Ellis is not doing jack. I don't know why Caden Ellis is still on. I just don't see no hope in
special team.
Yeah, I mean, he's out there. Yeah, he's out there. Not just on special team, but I see that play. I can't give Caden Ellis this. They were holding him. Thank God they were holding him so we can get that damn penalty. Okay, because they won't get the shit out of him on that play. So thank God, because that was a touchdown. That was a touchdown if the hold didn't happen. So thank you, Caden Ellis, for getting held. Because that's all
they did today.
That was your sacrifice and contribute to the team. Okay. Shelby. We got Shelby in here. Jason.
What's up, people?
What's going on? Who that?
Yeah.
Who that?
Hey.
So I was on the road, bro. So I couldn't watch the game.
Oh man.
I was just following y'all on Facebook.
You should have told me. I would have. What we're gonna do in the future, and Peter, what we're gonna do, maybe a game. We're gonna take a game and we're gonna watch the game so other people can see it. We're gonna watch. All of us gonna be on live, and we're gonna actually see our reactions.
To tell you the truth, I ain't want to watch it.
Yeah. Huh?
Look, bro. 40 years of being the same fan. I got PTSD, bro. I can't watch them on losing football. I can't do it. Right. My nerve bad, bro. And this team ain't got good, so It's gonna be a long year. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I don't think it's a long year. I think the whole NFL
Hey
is.
man.
I
But this
disagree with
team,
y'all. I
this
disagree with
team
y'all.
not good, bro.
I disagree with you. I disagree. I think that a lot of teams don't look good right now. I think that the teams that look bad right now are going to be the ones that's good in the end, because the way it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I just think when the Saints get them key pieces back, the Saints are able to because Alvin, just think about it. When the Saints have Alvin Kamara, they showed the stats. They 0-6 when he's not playing. Okay, 0-6. When he plays, there was 11-5. So the point what I'm making to you, you fellas, I'm not willing to give up on a season when you only one game out of 500. The bottom line is you found out how to win. It doesn't matter how you win the football game. The season is very early, y'all. So anything can happen. Jameis can catch streak once he get back. With Jarvis and them coming back, all these things can happen in the end. I'm very optimistic. I think that the Saints can still win this division because Tampa looked like dumpster garbage. They should have lost to Atlanta today. They were down. They were up 21-0, and Atlanta made a run at it. In the end, it was 21-15. And if it wasn't for the roughing of the passer, which was not a roughing of the passer, giving Tom Brady another opportunity to run the game out. The NFL, go look at the football that's being played across the NFL. Did you watch the Broncos game? Did you watch how the Broncos and the Colts played?
That was terrible. That was a bad game.
I'm not concerned with the rest of the league,
no,
bro.
You have to be concerned with the rest
I'm
of the
not,
league.
because
you have to be concerned with the rest. If you're going to be able to say that your team got hope, you got to be everybody. See, this is what's wrong with Saints fans talking about you only concerned about the Saints. Well, if you then gave up and packed up, you might as well take the shirt off now and go lay down. Because I'm not,
bro. Can I talk? Can I talk, bro?
This is not the
say
channel. This is not the channel where I'm going to hear some lonely ass Saints fan talk about it's over.
Come on, bro.
I'm not going to do that.
45 years, dog. Come on.
Hold up, bro. Let me speak. And you're going back to the Young Phillip days. You're going back to the days of
Can I explain myself?
The season is over with. I can't do that.
Damn, but let me get a word in. The reason why I said what I said, since week one, if we don't stop turning the damn ball over, all these silly ass penalties and misassignments, this team is not going to win on a consistent basis, bro. That's what I'm saying. And they're doing the same thing every week.
I don't disagree with you. I told you.
That's what I'm saying.
But listen, I don't disagree with you. I'm saying if you still found the way to win, that's some optimistic things that you can do.
Look who we played, though, bro.
You can take. Bro, you put up 39 points on when you had one of the worst football defensive games since I've been watching the Saints in a very long time. So you were able to win that game. So if I'm going to take some optimistics about this game, I'm going to say this: my division looks terrible. The Carolina Panthers right now are losing. We're one behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We have an up on the damn Falcons. They lost. So why should I sit here and believe that it's over with? How can any?
We lost to Tampa Bay. We lost to Carolina. We barely beat Atlanta.
You lost to Carolina, and Carolina won one game.
And they're
gonna lose right now. So we got 2 games. They got 1. So we're in second place. Well,
we gotta clean up.
We are in second place. It's obvious we gotta clean up. It's obvious. It's obvious. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I'm not gonna let Saints fans give up. I can only talk to Saints fans like this because y'all Saints fans. Y'all are the real Saints fans. Don't give up. It's early. Because I don't want you all in the end talking about I was there all along. I knew we was going to do this. If the Saints turn this shit around, I hate them kind of Saints fans.
But they're not going to turn around and keep playing like this. They got to clean it up.
Bro, they will clean it up. And I believe a healthy Jameis, once he get healthy, and we get to use Jameis similar to what we did Andy today. Let him manage. Don't turn the ball over. Run that football with Alvin. Get the doggone screen game going. Be able to use Taysom because we're going to need Taysom if we're going to win this shit. Taysom is a weapon. This dude do y'all realize he threw a touchdown pass? 3 touchdowns he ran today. 60 or more? He had a 60-yard touchdown. If that's not nothing that you're not optimist and don't feel good about, I mean, goddamn. 39 points when you're not supposed to win? I'll take that any day, brother.
These people gave up 45 to Detroit last week.
Saints used
That's
to
the kind of team
find,
they are.
brother, Saints used to find a way to lose games like that. You know that. You know that. You're a long-time Saints fan.
Yeah, they do.
I watched the Saints back when they played the 49ers, and we were playing against Montana, and we were up on the 49ers. But we had 30 points on Joe. Joe came back and beat us 38 to 35. They beat us. They came back. Joe Montana. Saints always found the way to lose games like this. So all I'm saying is, as a Saints fan, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to tell you I'm one game behind 500. One game. And if I can get my guys back, we can turn this thing around. That's all I'm saying. You're not wrong. Your criticism of this team is not wrong, Jason. You're 100% right, but I'm not willing to give up.
Well, you better start next week.
Fine.
We'll see.
Well, I mean, hey, bro.
A lot of people feel like this.
Look.
Drunk. You're not drunk today for saying this. Some people say maybe I'm tripping. Maybe Taysom is more important in this offense. And a lot of people are afraid to say it because we have a lot of racist people in the group who gets upset when we talk about. He's never going to be a quarterback. I don't look at him as a quarterback.
The proof is in the pudding. You know, if we can use him in other ways, that's gonna move the ball. You know, I mean, look, I'm number one, Taysom Hill, not a quarterback. You know,
I'm cool with criticism. Quarterbacks, quarterbacks.
But if you can move the chains and score touchdowns, hey, that's what we need you at. So I mean, and again, bro, look, we as Saints fans, and that's what it's always been, though. You're absolutely right that we've been finding ways to lose games over the years, bro. But look, I'm still crying. Because I mean, and again, bro, look, I'm gonna pass it over to Larry, because he's got something to say on this here. So I'm gonna sit back and hear what Larry got to say.
Nah, the biggest improvement I seen him today from Pete Carmichael was personnel packages.
Oh man, it looked awesome.
Personnel. That's why Taysom was able to do what he was able to do, because they couldn't account just for Taysom. It wasn't that, but if you look at a lot of plays he ran where he was successful on it, they couldn't focus on just him and Kamara, but they made Kamara the priority over Taysom, and Taysom smoked them.
Whoa!
It was the personnel packages. It was the personnel package. Before Olave went down, they had two people covering Olave. He was still killing them.
Wow!
You got Kamara motioning out the backfield. Kamara motioning out that backfield. Them linebackers got to account for him. A safety gonna step up. When they step up, that's when Taysom busting through the line. Gotta pay attention to that.
We didn't have Kamara last week, so he couldn't do all that.
Exactly. That's why I've been saying Pete ain't been right with his personnel packages and his play calling. But it's like he's slowly.
He's getting better.
He can only work with who he got, though. Kamara been hurt.
Exactly.
He's getting better, Jason. He's getting better. That's why I said time with play calling takes time.
I'm not too big on that. I'm big on players executing plays. Period.
Well,
you can call a play. Either it's gonna work or it's not gonna work.
Traquan dropping that pass when we needed to catch that ball. Traquan got to catch that ball.
Was that a bad play call, though? Would you call that a bad play call? No.
Wasn't a bad play call.
Hell no.
But
if players not executing, I don't care what you call it, ain't gonna work.
That's been going on all year. But the key thing was the matchups. The key thing was the matchups. You got to force the mismatches, and that's what Pete did today. He forced the mismatches on Seattle. Because it's either or. Pick your poison. You're gonna stop Taysom or you're gonna stop Alvin. And Alvin was still gashing him.
Yeah. Who be told, bro? Seattle defense gave up 45 points last week to Detroit. They're not that good.
They're not that good, bro. They're not that good, but we still take advantage of them. Our defense,
what that's supposed to mean? It's the NFL. It's hard to win games. The Atlanta Falcons, we should not lose to that. I mean, not the Atlanta Falcons, the Carolina Panthers. There's no way in the world you lose to Carolina.
Yeah, but you
You
turned the
gotta take
ball
it
over.
down. Right now, Carolina Panthers not win another game. They just they may not win another game this year. Okay,
Yeah, we gave the game to
we
Carolina.
gave
We turned
that
the
game
ball over
away.
too much.
So you telling me about Detroit don't make no difference. Detroit won a game this year. They won a game. Look, at any given day, a team can beat you. Any given day. That's just the nature of NFL. It's hard to win games in the NFL. Anybody think that the NFL is easy? They delusional.
I got something else to say too. That money we paid the Honey Badger and Marcus May, we could have just went on ahead and paid Williams.
Right.
We could have went on ahead and paid that Marcus Williams.
Right. But you know what?
Because Honey Badger's a
That
Larry,
hindsight a motherfucker, dog. You can't go by that.
but you know what, Larry?
Hey, bro. I say the
You
motherfucker,
can't
but
go by
facts is
that,
facts.
bro.
Larry, let me tell you.
Facts and production is facts.
Yeah, Larry, let me tell you one
Marcus
thing.
Williams called us the Super Bowl, so fuck him. I'm glad he's gone.
But he was a rookie. He was a rookie. Anybody can sit there and go back his rookie season and
That dude couldn't tackle to save his life. Come on, man.
Not got put in that
A
situation.
whole lot of players cost us Super
That dude
Bowls,
couldn't
bro.
tackle to save his life.
A whole lot of players cost us Super Bowls, but come on. But check it out. How does our secondary look this year without that boy back there?
It's about the same to me. It ain't no different.
No, indeed. That secondary is horrible.
That
on the
dude
back
could
end.
not tackle
We
nothing, bro.
horrible.
What is y'all talking about?
Them safeties got us destroyed, but he can cover. He can cover.
Okay. Well, look.
A free safety is supposed to cover. I like my free safeties that can cover. He could tackle a little bit, but as far as being in the right place at the right time, he was there.
Okay. Well, here's your real elephant in the room right here, bro. You know, why are we not holding Doug Marrone accountable on why these guys are not able to block? You know,
well, one of the things he did say is personnel. Okay, so it's kind of hard. It's hard. You got two backups starting right now. Okay, so you're looking at personnel. My brother. Well, look, Raheem, whatever his name. Actually, that he's been playing better. I haven't been hearing his name called 51 as much as I usually hear. But when you got James Hurst out there, brother, James Hurst ain't supposed to be out there. He's causing a whole lot of problems for Jameis and for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton. It's the one player, bro. They drafted that guy. You can't say they drafted the replacement for Teron Armstead. He just never got a shot yet.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, look, the thing that I saw, and this was something, you know, as I do my little research, bro. You know, Nick Saban said Doug Marrone was the worst hire he's ever made in 30 years as a coach.
Oh man, that's just Nick Saban being Nick Saban.
Well, no, I mean,
no. That Nick Saban is an asshole. Okay. He had Jumbo Fisher. He had Jumbo Fisher, and he tried to expose Jumbo Fisher. Jumbo Fisher was his offensive coordinator that helped him win a championship at LSU. He tried to talk bad about that man, try to tarnish that man university, say that the man was cheating, saying that the man buying players. Please don't go with no Nick Saban, because Nick Saban is a snake.
Nick Saban
that ain't saying much with no Nick Saban, brother.
Well, hold up, bro. You know, all I'm saying is that all I'm saying is,
and Doug Marrone did take the Jacksonville Jaguars one game from a Super Bowl. They went to the AFC Championship, and he took the Jaguars. See, that's what y'all. He can't be that horrible of a coach, because he's the same dude who had our offensive line in the Super Bowl. That's the same offensive coordinator who had our offensive line in the Super Bowl back when we back in the days.
Coaches still need talent to coach.
And he needs talent.
You can't just take anybody and say I'm a good coach and they're gonna make him great.
No,
you still need to have good players.
He got Jairi Evans helping him out, a Hall of Famer.
Well, look,
you hit it on the
but
head.
You still need talent to coach.
Exactly.
They drafted a guy.
It also gonna take time.
My brother, all I'm saying is that's not fair to when you got James Hurst out there starting, bro. That's really not the coach's fault. You could put anybody. He put Throckmorton, what his name, Throckmorton or whatever. Throckmorton. He terrible too. I mean, it's not the coach, bro. It's not. These dudes are backups.
See, bro, check it out. Pay attention next week, because
these dudes, That dude, Throckmorton, shouldn't even be on the team.
Your boy gonna be over Hurst's head. What's his name? Came from us that went up there to the Bengals. He gonna be over Hurst's head. Watch.
You talking about Hendrickson?
Trey Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson gonna be over Hurst's head. Why would I tell you? Pay attention to that matchup. Trey gonna be over his head.
Well, he gonna beat him like a drum.
You know what the Bengals and the Saints got in common right now? They got the same record. Okay, the Bengals are not playing well. Okay, so please don't go by net last year. Last year is out to the door. We got like I said, the Bengals defense is not as great. Their offense is good. But they did, and their offense is starting slow this year. Okay, they're not really as good as they. And Eli Apple and them is terrible. Okay, so this is still a winnable. This is still a winnable game. Okay, I don't care what nobody says. This is in the dome.
I ain't discounting nobody because a broke clock is right twice a day.
Right
there, you go.
Eli Apple to fool around there and look like Deion Sanders on us.
That's true.
Well,
So
we get Mike Thomas. We get Mike Thomas and Juice back. We should be all right.
Well, Michael Thomas
Eli knows our offense.
From what I'm hearing,
Eli Apple and what that other boy is in the secondary, the safety over there that we got rid of.
And I believe Jameis gonna play this week, y'all.
You talking about?
I want y'all to know that.
I know you're talking about.
Sit out another week.
They know our offense. We run the exact same offense Sean ran. Them boys know our offense.
Right,
we're gonna have problems.
No,
we're gonna have problems.
They don't have a Taysom Hill. They can run out off. They don't run. They don't have a Taysom Hill.
But they know our offense. I'm saying,
we're not running Sean Payton offense right now. We're not running Sean Payton offense right now.
That's true.
So I'm like, look, we are so unorthodox. Right now, we street ballers. We can play them. We can run these Taysom plays as long as you winning. Let me tell you something. We running a 2-quarterback system right now. I'm just telling you, bro. That's hard to defend.
Man, football.
Matt Millen said the same thing.
Football still blocking and tackling.
How are you going to scheme for? Matt Millen was talking about that. He said, "How are you going to scheme for Taysom Hill and Andy Dalton?" Imagine if Jameis come back. Jameis got a much better arm than Andy does. Okay,
his mind ain't better though.
Well, we don't know. Like I said, Jameis be that mind he was last year. If he become that guy like last year, because like I said, injuries played a lot on his decision making too. Okay, you got 4 fractures in your bone, Keandra. I don't think any one of us.
I understand, and that's the thing. He shouldn't have been on the field, but the fractures don't deal with your mind. This is my thing. You know what I'm saying? With Jameis or whatever, again, he had a different coach in his ear. You know what I'm saying? He had Sean Payton in his ear. He had him under control.
Pete Carmichael was the same one in his ear. I found that out. A lot of you guys keep talking about Sean Payton. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the facts and not my feelings. It was Pete Carmichael. Pete Carmichael been working with. He explained it was only him and Pete Carmichael. Sean was the guy who called game plays. Sean was the game day player at practice, and everything he did was with Pete Carmichael. Pete Carmichael does not get the credit that Sean Payton gets because of the arrogance of Sean Payton and some of the things.
I don't think Sean Payton like that boy. Personally.
Like who?
Like who?
Jameis. I could tell the way he was interacting with him.
Thank you. I can agree with you on that.
But see,
you can see the way they acted with each other on the sideline. They really wasn't talking or getting, No.
But he was the one who signed him, though. So I don't understand how you sign somebody you don't like.
Why would you sign somebody you don't like?
Exactly.
I'm just saying about how I seen them talking, interacting with each other. Like you said, he both had meetings with Pete Carmichael, not Sean Payton. I heard Jameis say that.
I gotta go with Larry on Jameis Winston.
He's the offensive coordinator.
I have not gave up on Jameis Winston.
I ain't giving up on him. This is
the thing y'all got to look at with Jameis. Even this season, he flashed. Every now and then he flashed. He looked like an all-world quarterback. When he got time, we got to fix that blocking. That same blocking Andy been getting lately, we need to get that to Jameis.
Jameis need to do what Dalton is doing.
Thank you.
Because let me tell you something. The decision making that you see, Andy Dalton is not talented. Not no more. Because at one time he was a top quarterback at one time. Andy Dalton was doing things like little kid. Look, he did a screen. He was doing little dump balls. His decision makings is the reason why Andy Dalton helped us win today. Helped us.
And that's a key factor,
but
though.
no, that's not a key factor. The key factor
Oh,
is
it's not?
Andy not seeing 8-man fronts bunched up on the line and blitzes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, because
Andy not seeing it.
Why?
Andy
You gotta
not
ask
seeing it.
yourself why. Ask yourself that same question.
Why?
Go ahead, Hunk. Ask him why he not seeing
Okay.
it.
Well, look, you know what I saw with Andy Dalton today? He was calling out the mic.
Right?
He was calling out the will or the slam.
Kill.
That's your mind. That's your mind.
Right.
That is your mind.
This is what I want people to understand. Andy was commanding. He's not talented, but he was doing things that I want Jameis to do, brother.
Yes.
And these are the things that when you talk about blitz, do you know you could beat the blitz? You could beat
Yes,
the
you
blitz
can.
with green plants, man. You could beat with so many protection schemes that they were doing for Andy. They could do the same with Jameis. Jameis got to stop being impatient. He rushes. Look, he hurry up and make his decisions too fast. We don't look at the whole field.
That's the book on him. You speed him up, he gonna make a mistake. That's
Right,
what
but that's the thing.
doing.
He works better in the shotgun. He works better in speeding up. That's the
But
problem.
the thing,
I mean quick decisions.
That's his
but the
game.
thing,
That's his game.
Game is faster. Because when you see him in the fourth quarter, he's putting up big numbers.
Running
He's
gun.
but it's too late.
running gun.
It's
He's
too
too
late.
late by then.
Yeah, but that when team playing to prevent defense, it's easy to do it
They
then.
should start
Right.
that at the beginning with that kind of quarterback. That's what Jim Kelly was like that. Jim Kelly
Do
was
in the
a
first quarter, second quarter, third quarter.
I want to say something about that. Because when y'all talk about talent, you know what I'm saying, and y'all talk about who's talented and who's not talented. I often wonder, like, what do you mean about talented and not talented? Because to me, talent is more than just running, more than just having a big arm, just whatever. There's something called intangibles. So the thing about it is that that's talent too. You know what I'm saying? You could be, anybody could go out there and be athletic and, have a big arm. But what good is it going to do you if
If
you
you don't
can't
know
make
where to
the
go with
right?
the ball.
Yeah, exactly. You know
Nah,
what I'm
right.
saying? So
Let me
the
ask
thing
you that.
about it is,
That was the
the
same
thing
knock on
about
Aaron
it
Brooks.
is, let
That
me
was the
finish.
same
Let me
knock on
finish.
Aaron Brooks.
Let
That
me
was
finish.
you're
I want to
saying,
answer her.
I'm agreeing with you because that was the
Right.
same knock on Aaron Brooks. Go ahead.
So, with that being said, though, going back to what Larry said about the protection, yes, I agree 1,000% about every quarterback needs and deserves good protection. But as we all know, in the NFL and the game of football, protection is not always going to be there, because you're always going to have somebody on the other side that's more talented. The schemes, the calls that's being called, the plays or what have you, somebody's gonna get beat. It's not gonna be perfect all the time. So to me, in my mind, if you a person that call yourself a quarterback, you need to be able to adjust to situations. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be up there. Everything has to be perfect for you to be successful.
That's right.
Because we all know everything is not going to be perfect 100% of the time. And if you asking that of your other teammates, you need to be perfect too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just everybody else. So you need to learn how to make adjustments, learn how to read defenses and do everything, all of that. That counts.
I'm gonna
It's
piggyback
more.
off what you said. One of the
I
things
want to respond to her.
one of the
I want to
one,
respond to her.
one of the things she said is correct because you got to understand this. Okay, when we talk about protection, some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, some of them didn't have great linemen. Some of the best quarterbacks are able to make the line better. When you saw Joe Burrow, before Joe Burrow ended up with the Bengals, the offensive line was terrible. He came in with a terrible offensive line. Matter of fact, they had the worst line in football. That's why he got injured his first year. The second year he played, they upgraded a little bit, but they still was one of the baddest offensive line. One of the things Joe Burrow was able to beat everybody with was his quick decision making, and that's something that Jameis been lacking: quick decision making. And I want him to take and learn. Hopefully, with the threat of seeing that the Saints can go and win games without him, hopefully he will respond better the next time he gets a chance. Because trust me, what wakes up a sleeping bear is seeing somebody else win. So I just believe that him watching Andy and the Saints won because already, like it or not, they won. So, he won one game and Dalton won one game. And I don't give a damn how he won.
Didn't the dude sit behind the greatest of all time and watch him? He still ain't learned nothing?
He improved under Breeze.
Didn't he do that
improved
for
a
2
little bit,
years?
but let me explain to y'all my understanding of Jameis. Jameis ain't never been the smartest motherfucker. But
there you go.
But far as talented, you can look at his interviews. They don't need to let him do interviews no more. They don't need to. But far as his physical talent, he is immensely talented. But if his brain can one day catch up to his body, he gonna be deadly. And that's what they're trying to do right now. Same thing with Geno Smith. Geno Smith was the same thing. You just got to get in the right situation with the right coach.
Let me explain this to Dane. Now,
I hear you, Larry.
Hold up. Let me explain this to Dane. Dane. Now, you know I love you, Dane. But I do have to, when you bring up, no, hold up. I want you guys to understand this. When you say you would rather Geno Smith over Jameis Winston.
Oh, heck no.
You have to understand that Geno Smith, we're not going to even get to Geno Smith. We're going to be going out. If we don't win this year, we're going to get us a quarterback in the draft or something going to happen, or we're going to trade up or something. Because when Sean Payton comes, we're going to get a different quarterback. But the point what I'm making to you this, listen, if we don't succeed with James, because I still haven't gave it up, okay? Me, I ain't give up on James. But what I will tell you this, Dang, they gave up on Geno Smith. Multiple NFL teams gave up on Geno Smith. Geno Smith was Jameis Winston. He was a journeyman. He backed up for many teams. He went to team, and he also was called dumpster trash. He was called a bust. He was the number 1 draft pick in the NFL. He was a Heisman Trophy winner, just like Jameis, okay? So let's not act like Geno he just started playing this way. This year, he rejuvenated his career. He got with a team with a great system. He played with them. He came with Russell Wilson. He sat behind Russell Wilson, and he was able to learn from Russell Wilson for that 1 year, just like we were expecting Jameis to do with Drew Brees. I'm just saying it's too early to cancel Jameis within the little time that we see. That's all I'm saying.
He's been in Seattle for a few years.
No, he's only been in Seattle for 3 years. I mean, for 2 years.
No. We played him in Seattle, remember?
Yeah, that's the one.
About 2 years ago.
That was the year he played. He played the whole year because Russell got hurt.
That was last year.
That was last year.
He went up there and beat
The year before that, he wasn't there. He was with another team.
No, he was with Seattle when we played him last year. About 2 years ago.
We're talking about last year, Shelby.
That wasn't last year.
That was last season. We played him up there in Seattle in the rain, and Jameis beat him.
We beat him, and Jameis
beat him.
No, we beat him with Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, we did it
when
twice.
Deontay Harris ran the putback. That was like 2-3 years ago.
It's 3 years. It's 3 years because we beat him with Teddy, and we beat him with Winston. Okay, Winston beat him, and it won with no scoring because it was all field goals and shit. Okay,
it was raining out there.
It was raining and we did win that game. We won.
Yeah, well, he's been in Seattle about 3 years now. He ain't gonna get there.
I'm just saying. I'm not willing.
It took him a while. What you're saying?
I'm not willing to say it's over with, and we'll see what the coaching staff is going to say. Whether you like Jameis or not, and you think that he's garbage, we're going to see what the coaching staff is going to do. We're going to see if they're going to go back with him. Because surely y'all don't think they're going with Dalton for the rest of the year. If any Saints fan on this panel believe that they're going to do that, I don't believe. I just disagree.
All right. Say James come back and throw 3 more interceptions. Who you think they're going to go with the rest of the year?
I believe that they'll keep him on a short leash. I don't believe that he's going to be able to make the mistakes. But he will get another shot. He was only sitting down because of injury. He didn't get sit down because of that. He was sitting down because of injury. So they will give him another shot. If y'all don't believe they're going to give him another shot, then y'all
That's what I said. I agree with you. I'm saying if he come back and don't perform field.
But then
that's can't lose your job because of an injury.
And that's a coaching decision. The coach, if he comes back terrible, the coach gonna say, hell no. Guess what? Now I know the coach got an evaluation now of Dalton. He know what he's seen out of Dalton now. Okay? So he can go back to Dalton. So if what you call him plays terrible, he'll go back to Dalton. They won't allow Jameis to lose no more games for them. So,
but see, this is the funny part. Everybody's saying Jameis losing game, but the reason why we lost them games wasn't all the way on Jameis. Too much other shit was going on. Breakdowns on defense, fumbles, penalties, everything. It was a whole lot of shit why we lost them games. You couldn't just point the finger at, oh, it's his fault. It wasn't his fault.
We
That's
lost
true.
against, we
That's
lost
true,
against
but we weren't
Tampa.
generating punts.
We lost against Tampa because of Jameis.
How we
We
lost because
lost
of James?
against Carolina because of
How we
other
lost because
fumbles
of
and
James?
turnovers.
When PJ Williams got burnt for that touchdown. That started it right there. PJ got burnt for the touchdown because Lattimore went out because of the fight. Come on, man. It's too many factors.
Why
2-3 picks though, dude.
y'all didn't bring up Mark Ingram? Why y'all didn't bring up the fumbles? I mean,
Because
it was
they want to blame Jameis. And I keep telling them, if it was his fault, I'd tell you his fault. But it wasn't all his fault.
So we didn't lose because of them 3 picks. That
We
all.
lost
That got nothing to do with it.
We lost because of fumbles, too. We lost because of blown coverage, too. We lost because of penalties.
Them 3 picks. One of the picks was a tip ball. My brother, one of the picks was a tip ball. One of the other picks that he threw was a desperation at the end of the ball
Was
game.
a pick 6 that gave him 7 points.
My brother, he threw a Hail Mary in the air like a desperation ball. That was that. I really don't count that, bro.
But that's one of his downfalls, though. He been doing that in Tampa.
Say, bro, y'all steady want to holler Jameis. Let the man heal up. Let the man play. Let the man play behind some good protection. Then we can really make an evaluation. But until then, we can't just jump on and say, oh, it's him.
You don't want to get that dude no kind of criticism at all.
Right.
Because I can't.
What is wrong with you, man?
Because I can't because of the circumstances. If it was all on,
Come on, bro.
If we wasn't fumbling the ball on critical drives, if we wasn't fumbling the ball away,
That dude is not playing winning football, period.
But we still doing the same thing now.
What you talking about? Nobody was playing winning football. Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, nobody.
We blamed all of them. We blamed
Marshawn
all of them.
Lattimore,
But
who else?
I don't see you
Roby,
taking up for
BJ,
that, Jim.
nobody. Honey Badger, nobody. I called everybody out.
Hold up now.
I called
Nobody gonna accuse
from the
me.
coaches to the players.
Nobody
I
gonna
called
accuse me
everybody
of
out.
not criticizing Jameis Winston. I criticize almost everybody. So please, I hope y'all not assuming that I don't criticize.
I don't play favorites. I'm a Saints fan. I'm a player fan. I'm a fan of the Saints. I don't play that. If you garbage, I'm gonna tell you.
Me neither.
I don't give a damn who play quarterback. I just want to win.
Right.
Thanks.
The quarterback ain't making us lose. Ain't making us lose.
Boy,
Period.
boy, you got Taysom cock print in the middle of your hand, boy. Cut it out. Stop playing me. I'll rip the shit out you, boy.
What you talking about, me?
Wow.
You got Taysom meat print in the middle of your hand. You be jacking that man off, boy. You got all that man churn stuck on your hand. You be licking your hand and shit.
Not
Stop playing
sure.
me, boy. I'll rip the shit out you, dang, boy.
Oh, dang. Oh,
That's weird. That's weird, Dank. You weird, boy. Do your man Dank. What the boy? Don't get me started on you. You must not know. I'm the roaster supreme, dog. I'm the roaster supreme. I'm a supreme roaster, dude. Don't do that.
Is it true that you biased to Jameis Winston?
I'm not biased to no Jameis Winston, but I know BS when I see it. I'm all about being fair. I'm all about being fair.
Say, bro, I hope Jameis Winston come back and win every game, win MVP. I want to see the dude do all of that.
Look, Jason.
I'm just saying what I see so far.
I'm gonna be fair to Jason. Right. I'm gonna be fair to Jason, y'all. Jason, in the beginning of the season, Jason was all for Jameis. I mean, everything for Jameis. And then when we start losing, that real Saints fan in him came out. Saints fans don't give a damn about no stats. They don't care about what you look like. It's all about the W. They don't give a damn. And all Saints fans criticize their players. If you don't criticize your players, then something is wrong. We have to criticize everybody. I put it on Alvin Kamara fumble on some stuff that he did back-to-back weeks, so him just letting the ball on the ground. Well, 2 weeks ago, because last week he didn't play. But the week before then, he put the ball on the ground, putting us in a position where we lost that game against Carolina. Okay? Let's not sit here and act like the players not making mistakes that are great on his football team. Because Alvin Kamara has been hurting us. And Donante Hardy has been hurting his football team. Mark Ingram has been hurting his football team. Multiple fumbles. If you're going to be an objective Saints fan, let's not pile up on Jameis Winston like he's the only one at mistakes of us starting a slow season.
Exactly.
But we're not.
That's all I'm saying. It's easy to blame the quarterback. It's easy. That's so easy just to say, oh, the quarterback ain't winning. It's easy to do that. And they ain't have no hell of a game today, but Seattle made more mistakes than us. Seattle made
And
more
I
mistakes
call
than us.
Andy Dalton now. If you go to our Facebook page, I was one of the main ones who called Andy Dalton out. Go see my comments. I call everybody out. If y'all go see my comments, I do every game by game play, and you can see that I am not biased to anybody on this football team. You make mistakes, you do something that's silly, you hurt this football team, you will get called out. It doesn't matter who you are.
I was on the Google and the
That's
Safers
the
all
name of
day.
the game. Who make the most mistakes? That's every week.
Somebody finally made more mistakes than us.
There
And
you
then
go. That's why we won.
Seattle had a lot of drop balls too, especially when DK dropped that ball in the end zone. That was a game changer right there. If DK don't drop that ball, we probably holding the L, dog. That's why I say somebody finally made more mistakes than us.
Finally.
Yeah, but it generated the points to overcome too.
Well, Atlanta made more mistakes than us because we would have. Other than that, we wouldn't have.
No, I'm talking about our opponent, far as opponent who's been playing. Because normally we making the mistakes that cost us the game, but Seattle did it this week. You know what I'm saying?
That's the name of the game, though, dog. Who make the most mistakes, who make the least mistakes, gonna win. That's every week.
But the thing is, we making mistakes we don't need to be making. That goes.
I know that.
Let's talk about
That's true in the beginning.
Nonsense.
Ball security goes back to Pop Warner. Tackling goes back to Pop Warner.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
I said that too.
Nas made a point. He said we own Seattle. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Seattle hasn't beaten us in a very long time.
Well,
I ain't worried
the
about
bad thing about it is they
like
did
the third
beat
or
us
fourth
when it
straight
counts back in the day.
That's back in the days. We ain't talking about no back in the days. So that's y'all now. Y'all still going way back. We got to talk about. I don't know what's wrong with y'all Saints fans. Keep talking about the back in the day stuff. Shit,
Hey, bro,
you brought that up.
If I had to go back in the days, I would bring up 1987 against the Minnesota Vikings. We up 10-0. Bobby Abel. So this is what my problem with Bobby Abel and his takes. Bobby, you want to talk about Jameis Winston, but Bobby, you wasn't shit. You wasn't shit.
He was trash.
You played with the greatest
he was trash. Like
in the
we don't
NFL. You had one of the greatest defenses in the NFL, and you didn't carry the Saints to nothing.
Not even past the first round.
That defense gave up 42 points too. You forgot about that.
It was Martin Anderson. Martin Anderson.
The Dawn
It
Patrol?
was 10.
Yeah,
No.
the Dawn
We were
Patrol.
up 10-0. Minnesota scored 44 points.
Yeah, on the Dawn Patrol.
Yeah, but no.
It was still one of the best defenses in the history of the league, though.
3 of them were interceptions for touchdowns. Bobby Abel got his teeth knocked out against the Philadelphia Eagles. He was running around looking stupid. Bobby Abel ain't never been no good quarterback.
Nope. Hell no.
He just was a game managing dude. He managed a good football, a good defense. It was like
Let me ask you this. Would you take Bobby today, right now?
Hell no.
On this team?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I don't know, bro.
No.
I don't know about that.
Well, hold up.
In this up-to-date game,
As a game managing quarterback,
in this up-to-date game, hell no. Because
Bobby was a gunslinger. No. Bobby ain't no game manager. Bobby a gunslinger.
When I take Aaron Brooks,
12 games a year, 11, 12 games.
when I take Aaron Brooks, when I take Aaron Brooks, hell yeah. I take Aaron Brooks. You know what else I'll take? Jeff Blakes.
I might take Jeff.
that is.
Aaron Brooks even said he never studied his playbook, so hell no.
You don't study.
I take Kerry Collins over Bobby Abel.
Hell yeah. I sure would.
I take Bobby right now.
Not the one that drunk. Not the one that got alcoholic.
What?
He was an alcoholic with us. What you think that nigga was doing out here?
Y'all caught that quote on the bottom? Y'all didn't catch that quote on the bottom just now?
Which one?
This Paul, the Gnostic enemy.
Nah, I ain't see him.
Who said?
Look,
What he said?
I mean, so I prayed to God to curse the saints so I don't have to hear the booms here in Kenner.
Huh?
Booms?
What booms in Kenner? I live in Kenner and I don't hear no booms and I stay right by the airport.
I don't know, bro. You know,
What's a
look.
boom? Oh, probably talking about bounce music.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, bro, look, that guy there, hey, man, don't come here and raining on the parade, bro.
Exactly.
Winning is winning.
Right, it's football season. And they probably not from New Orleans, no way. Because you
Say,
know
bro,
that's a part of the culture.
I ignore them. Ain't no booms out here. The only thing you hear is the airport, the planes taking off and landing, bro. That's all you hear out here.
Yeah.
I don't,
Boom.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with people. You know, they come up in here. We just won, y'all.
Because
We
they
just won,
stupid.
for God's sake.
And
They
don't it
stupid.
feel good there? Don't it feel good?
They stupid. Keep y'all
It
stupid
does.
asses
It
off here
does.
with
Who
that
that?
foolishness, bro. We don't want to hear all that.
Yeah, we don't want to hear all that.
Word.
I'm out here in Kenner. Don't make me come knock on your door.
Ooh.
About to go find him.
They don't know I be thugging. So,
Oh,
look,
he gonna bring that old gangsta out, ain't it?
Will must be a long time Bobby fan.
I'm a dog side fisher fool. They don't understand what they're dealing with.
Will, you remember when Bobby had Michael Haynes and all them went to Atlanta? He was running around like a bird. Even it had Andre Rison. He did have weapons. He did have weapons.
What the ass, too.
So don't start that. He left the Saints and got way better weapons.
He had Quinn Early, Bobby Abel, Lonzel Hill, Brett Perriman, Hobie Brenner.
Carl Smith used to hold that man back. That's why he was a Cajun Cannon. He didn't let him be the Cajun Cannon no more. He wanted to be ball control.
Look, we found out it wasn't Carl Smith. It was
Jim Mora.
It was not Carl
Jim
Smith.
Mora.
Jim Mora used to stay on Carl Smith, told him what to do. Jim Mora was a very conservative man. A Marine. He was a Marine. He was a very conservative man, and he caused us to lose multiple games.
Bro, y'all say what y'all want about Bob. I saw one game against the Arizona Cardinals. Bobby cursed out Carl Smith, called a 50-yard touchdown to Quinn Early and threw that bitch, and went back and cussed him out on the sideline because he wouldn't let that man go deep.
Mm-hmm.
They was holding him back, dog.
I don't care what you say, Bobby.
Don't say Bobby never had weapons, because Quinn Early was one of the fastest dudes in the league.
I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. Bobby wasn't shit. He ain't gonna never be shit. Y'all get up on WWL. Y'all can tell him that. Y'all can tell him and his son, T-Bob. Y'all can tell them all, because at the end of the day, it's all about winning and losing in the NFL. And I don't remember. Y'all can sit there and talk about, we went to the playoffs 4 years with this man at quarterback, and he never won one of them. So don't
he went to the playoffs.
One. That's not good enough. That's no different than Marvin Lewis.
I'm just saying.
That ain't no different than Marvin Lewis. This is what Saints fans. Y'all are good.
But you act like he didn't do shit.
Y'all
ain't no different than Andy Dalton.
Man,
Andy Dalton
you
went to the
take away that
playoffs and lost
defense.
every year.
It wasn't good enough, but he did go to the playoffs.
Humphries, if you take away that defense, would Bobby have the record that he had?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Look, and you talking about
that man, you could have put anybody at quarterback then.
Yeah, we did.
Because Wade Wilson had us in the playoffs.
Did he?
Not Wade Wilson. We started 8-0 with Wade Wilson, then we dropped 8 in a row.
No, it wasn't Wade Wilson.
We had
Dave Wilson.
Steve Walsh. No, Steve Walsh won.
Steve Walsh went to the playoffs. He went to the playoffs. We were 8-8 and played in the damn snow.
Yep, Steve Walsh.
We played against Chicago, lost to Chicago. Never forget this stuff. Okay? So when y'all sit there and talk about Bobby, that's not nothing nice because you go to the playoffs. Playoffs.
That's not the goal. I don't know what you talking about.
Andy Dalton been to the playoffs.
The old generation Saints fans, Lord.
So what were we doing before that? We weren't even sniffing the fucking playoffs.
Hello.
Come on now.
Well, Jim Mora left. Yeah. What we did after that was sitting at home looking stupid until Jim Haslett came that first year. Then after that first year, we ain't sniffed the playoffs against Sean Payton came.
I think we got another person want to come on. Let me drop the link. Hold on. Will about to come preach to us. Hold on. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep talking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, bro. Bobby Abel, didn't do a goddamn thing for us. And if you didn't have the Great Dane, aka Morton Anderson, because I mean, all we had to do was get inside the 40, dog, and we won the games, a lot of games, 13-10. You hear what I'm saying? 4 field goals. Yeah, 4 field goals or 3 field goals and a touchdown.
And tell Bobby Abel stop putting all that paprika in that nasty ass Mardi Gras pasta. Since you won't go there. I talk about his restaurant too.
Man, damn, Bobby Abel. What are we gonna do next week? Come on now.
Next week,
Yo,
the key
hey,
matchup,
bro, look,
the key matchup going to be our left tackle. Our left tackle versus Trey Hendrickson. That's
What
going
about the
to be
secondary
the
with
key
these wide
matchup.
receivers?
hey, bro, do we play in Cincy or we play in
No, it's in the dome.
dome?
It's in the
It
dome.
don't matter.
It's in the dome. So
It don't matter.
but you got to
It
look
don't
at it
matter.
though. Joe
No,
Burrow
that
might
does
come down here
matter.
and clown. It make a difference.
That don't matter.
Outdoors and indoors.
Jamar Chase
Make a
like a
difference.
fool. I'm coming back home.
I don't know because
But
Marshawn can shut him down.
Man, Jamar Chase
but-
is better than Jefferson.
yeah, well, I'm just getting ready to say that there, bro. But so how hurt is Laddie Daddy?
He hurt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went out. He went out at the end of the game.
Oh, we in trouble next week, man.
I mean, it wasn't
Abdominal
serious.
injury.
What I'm hearing, it wasn't serious. Just
I think he had the. It's an abdominal injury. I think he had to go do a number 2.
Stop it. You saw that
When they
ass,
say
but hurt.
abdominal, that's the first thing come to my mind. You walk him to the locker room. Shit, he had to go do a number 2.
Well, shit, he can have the trots to the locker room if he got to go.
Truth be
Yeah.
told, about Cincinnati got 3 good wide receivers, not just one.
Because the person I don't want to see out there covering nobody is Chris Harris. Send Chris Harris back home and let him get back on his barbecue grill where he was.
Bad.
He played today?
Bad, dog.
He
Yeah,
did.
Number 19.
He did, and he was terrible.
Number 19. He got smoked on that long run. That boy looked like he was running in slow motion.
Yeah, he did. He was terrible.
Will, if you want to come on, I send it to your Instagram. Just go. The link is in your Instagram.
Where you at, man? Come on that thing, boy.
Go to your Instagram, Will. Couple.
Where Dank at? He ain't come on here yet.
We've been trying to get Dank on. I don't know why Dank.
I think he's scared. What's
Come
happening?
on, Dank. Come on, Dank.
I never could get Dank on the panel. We've been trying for the longest.
My thing is, with the money we paying Honey Badger and what I seen today, no.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm discouraged with him.
It was horrible. That boy wasn't nowhere near the play. He'll be right there, then he go run off somewhere.
Well, he did.
Right.
He did make that wild ass tackle that he did, and that helped us. Because if he wouldn't have made that tackle, boy, we'd have been in trouble. That one tackle. He's tucking him by the neck.
Out the whole game. That's true. I'm with you, Larry, on that. He's supposed to be covering over the top. He could have trapped him if he would have thought the guy would have cut to the outside.
That's our fans, and this is what I try to tell Saints fans who got this love for LSU. Just because they, when we get these players,
come on, man. LSU ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does.
It don't.
With fans in New Orleans, it does, because they have a thirst for having somebody from LSU. This has been going on for multiple years. They have
the whole LSU team.
I hate everybody to draft LSU.
I hate
the Saints do better with Ohio State players. It's just what it is.
Well, look. Let me just refresh that here. Look, let me just refresh that there, dog. No, when you saying New Orleans fans, no, you also talking about the New Orleans fans that's out here in BR. That's your LSU fans.
Shit.
No. New
New Orleans have changed. Back in the days when you and I were coming up, we were Tulane fans. We grew up as Tulane fans because that's New Orleans real.
I'm all Louisiana fans.
Southern University fans.
You sound like an LSU hater.
We had tickets to go to they would give us free tickets to go to the Superdome to watch Terrence Jones and the Tulane Greenway. So don't tell me nothing about no doggone LSU. Back then, LSU was under Jerry. And LSU did not get relevant until Jerry Donato. There was garbage back when we were young. They were never on a level that they are right now. So stop it, bro. You become all these new LSU fans.
Why you talking about LSU? Anybody brought that up?
Nobody wasn't no big Tiger fans. Let's just be real.
I know you're not. I can tell.
They didn't even recruit New Orleans. They didn't even recruit New Orleans at all.
Oh, my God. Bro, what the hell y'all talking about now?
The way I come from the city, they never recruited out of New Orleans. St. Aug and all the schools. They did.
Come on. Come on.
I got a recruitment letter from Buddy Stevens.
Hey, what's up? Y'all can hear me?
What's going on, Will?
What's good? What's good, Jay, baby? What's happening? What's going on, people?
Same old
Can y'all
shit,
hear me?
Bro, you know?
I'm good.
It's Victory Monday.
Hey, well, look. So I'm not about to let ever come on here and talk about Bobby like this here, bro. Okay, so here we go. Let me go ahead and get my little 2 cents in here, my 35 cents in this thing. Look, say, bro. Okay, yeah, Bobby had his shit, right? But you asked the question, would you take him today? Okay, would you take him over Andy Dalton? You got to be specific. We're not talking about hey, listen. The question was asked, would you take him over Andy Dalton? Okay, we ain't talking about take him over Drew Brees and nah, you simply said over Andy Dalton. And yes, I'd take him in a heartbeat over Andy Dalton because he had Dalton Hilliard. Okay, the best receiver he ever played with was Eric Martin. Okay, he never had nothing as good as Mike T, Alvin Kamara, Juice, and Olave is better than everything Bobby ever played with in his life. Okay, so he ain't never have the kind of weapons these boys got right now.
You're lying. Once again, you're lying.
Man, look, Michael Haynes. Man, Andre Wisen.
He played with Michael Haynes.
Michael Haynes was nothing but a go route. That's all Michael Haynes was.
Offense. It was a passing offense.
Michael Haynes was just a go route, bro. Michael Haynes was just a go route.
All you want. I don't give a damn.
Hey, no. Hey, look. The question was, would you take him over Andy? That's it.
No,
I ain't talking about. I ain't. Well, that's what I heard. That's the only reason why I responded.
He said today. Would you take him?
Yeah. Right. Would you take him today? And today that's over Andy Dalton. And yeah, I'd take him today. Hell yeah, I'd take him. You come on, man, Andy Dalton. Man, come on, man. Stop all that playing.
Andy Dalton.
Stop all that goddamn playing. Michael Haynes. Man, Olave. Man, they don't have a cornerback in the league that can cover Olave, man.
Won today and last week he should have won. Let's just be honest.
Hey, look. Yeah, he won. He should have won last week. But Taysom Hill kind of did his thing too.
My brother, he should have won last week.
Hey, I agree with you. I agree with you. It was a lot of plays. It was a lot of plays. It was a lot of referee stuff that stopped him.
There's not a quarterback in the NFL that's going to go every week without an interception or mistake. Okay, so I'm not going to. His one mistake.
I don't know about that. We retired one. His name Drew Brees.
Well, Drew made a lot of mistakes, man. Cut it out.
Hey, look. Drew Brees wouldn't be a first ballot Hall of Famer if he made a mistake every week.
He made mistakes. Tom Brady, first ballot Hall of Famer. He made mistakes.
Yeah. He made mistakes, but don't sit up here. Don't sit up here and act like Drew not Drew. Come on, man.
John Elway made mistakes.
Come on, man. Okay, and that's a good point. He kept it to a minimum. He keep it to a minimum. That's perfect.
Yeah, and that's all.
That's perfect.
All you ask
that's perfect. That's perfect.
Right. All you ask for success than failures. That's all.
All you ask for your quarterback is to run the offense with efficiency, just to basically manage the game, and that's what you ask. And Dalton didn't do nothing wrong in this game to hurt us.
Oh no, I'm not shitting on Dalton. I'm not shitting on Dalton. Not at all.
If you saw that screenplay, that's the way Drew used to do it to Pierre Thomas. That screen, the little dump off screen. Look, when I've been wanting Jameis to do this for the longest. Okay,
he don't know how to do that.
Simple plays.
Look. I'm not on here. I'm not on here to hate on Andy Dalton. I mean, hey, look, I posted something in a group. I posted something in a group. When it was last week, I said I want Redhead as a starting quarterback for the rest of the year. That's what I said. I mean, if a nigga don't like it, nigga don't like it. I mean, I want Redhead for the rest of the year. And that's what it is. The only
way I would take Redhead for the rest of the year, he has to be with Taysom. It has to be a 2-quarterback system. That's the only way
Hey, look, I tell you what. Hey, Taysom got something else. Taysom got something to prove. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't he looks better?
He better. all
He's
that
healthy.
money
Hey,
from?
look.
Taysom just doing Taysom shit. He ain't doing nothing different. Just gotta let him
That's
go.
a fact.
Do
That's a
y'all
fact.
remember?
That's a fact. He
I'm
is
glad
doing.
y'all on here, panel. I want y'all to. Do y'all remember when Sean Payton, if he would, I think it was. I don't know if it's the playoffs. I think it's the playoffs. If Sean Payton would have just kept going to Taysom, we would have probably won in that playoff game. I don't know what year. Was it the Minnesota Vikings? Yeah, one of the games Taysom just went lights out, and he all of a sudden took the ball away from Taysom and went back to Drew because Drew arm was hurting and shit, and we were on fire. He was just was that the Minnesota Vikings, y'all?
Yeah,
I think it was. I think it was
The Vikings,
Minnesota.
when your ball pushed off in the end zone.
Yeah,
That was the Vikings.
in my mind,
Yeah.
every time Taysom cooking, they take him away. They leave out
Hey, but look, you still got to consider. You got to consider. Okay, that was what 2 years, 3 years ago, something like that.
Right.
4.
Yeah. Taysom was leading the league in fumbles around that time.
He
You don't
sure
want to
was.
keep. You don't want to keep giving Taysom that ball around that time.
He much better ball.
Turnover Taysom. So
Turnover
Yep.
Taysom, like he was on a whole nother level
Yep.
with them turnovers.
he was.
Drew was dropping and throwing picks in that same game. Yep.
Hey, look, you ain't lying. Hey, look. It's like voting for the president when Trump was running. The what it is, the worst of the two.
Yeah.
The worst. I mean, shit. So you had to go with Drew. You had to go with Drew. You did, because shit. Out of respect, because Taysom just don't fumble.
PD Man said the internet went to fucking up, so I'm just texting through the rest of the show. Okay, we got, for some reason we've been having some technical difficulties.
Just tell them close it out and come back on. That's what I had to do.
Just come back on. I think it's Atlanta Falcons who own YouTube, so they don't be wanting our panels to stay hot.
As soon as I get off here, I'm going to get on them. I'm going to get on them today.
They were talking all that crap.
It's all
And they behind us. We was last. Remember, we were last. Remember, we the last in the NFL. Look, we second place now. I don't know. Y'all won't talk about it. We second place.
Hey, look.
Atlanta Falcons. Come and let me stress you out, like your boy be saying.
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like, who I hate, Tom Brady. I can't stand. I don't like his cleats. I don't like his last name. I don't like the way he do his hair. Okay, I don't like his face mask. I don't like nothing about that clown. And look, I'm gonna keep it real. They took one from Atlanta. Boy, Tom Brady know how to cheat, boy.
Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
You see that?
We know.
They stole the game from us, too.
They stole the game from him, bro.
Man,
there was not no roughing the passer, bro.
Say, bro, we need to beat them up. When next time we play them in Tampa, we need to plant that ball in the dirt every play. I want to see him on his back every play.
Hey, look, you gotta watch out, though. You can't just do that, because then List 7 Ward, Fournette gonna come push somebody and then run off. That little piece of shit. He like to throw stones and hide his hand.
See, this is what I love about the baddest.
That's some St. All cats today.
Come here raw.
He
said the St. All niggas. Yeah.
What you call them? 7 Ward, huh?
Yeah, the 7 Ward. Yeah.
He had to protect his daddy, man. Him and Mike Evans.
Well, talk about Mike Evans.
They gotta protect daddy.
He said he gotta protect his daddy. Damn.
They gotta protect Uncle Tom.
That's the fact. Ooh, that's good. I like that one. Uncle Tom. He got to protect Uncle Tom.
I just said daddy.
Yeah.
But it's another word before that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mike Evans is a bitch. That's the real
facts.
Uncle Tom and the Sound Bowls. That's what it is. Uncle Tom and the Sound Bowls. That's the name.
Facts.
Well, history lesson. Uncle Tom was what y'all call Uncle Tom. He was his real name was Johannes. Uncle Tom freed many slaves, okay? And he was not a sellout. The real Uncle Tom was not a sellout. So those who keep on saying Uncle Tom, you need to read the book about Johannes and realize that he was stealing food in the kitchen, sneaking it to the slaves. He took beatings also. He also took beatings. So it was Sambo. Sambo said, Massa, are you sick? I'm sick too, Massa. So I
Yeah,
want
we
you
see.
to
All
understand.
right now, master. All right, Edward, you got the master on here now. You don't start giving no classes.
He knows what I
You're
do.
gonna lose a whole lot of
Wait.
people.
He knows what I
He
do.
said, "He go, hey, Jason, hey, you know how it go. We start dropping that knowledge,
You're
man."
gonna lose a whole lot of people.
Jason, I know about Will. Will knows that
All
I'm
right.
he knows I'm in the indigenous realm, and he does what he do. I love his channel. I love his studies. Me and Will we don't
Oh
see.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying. You're gonna lose a lot of people. You're gonna teach
Will
them.
knows what I do. Will
He
knows
said he
what
gonna teach
I
you.
believe in. Now, Will knows that.
Hey, Jay, you know what it is, boy. People haul ass, boy.
Oh yeah, boy. They're
Boy.
jumping off like all of them gonna start living out and everything.
All I'm
Like
telling you,
Jehovah's Witness.
all I'm telling y'all, bro,
Oh
is
shit.
Baker Mayfield shouldn't have. There's nowhere in the world.
Say, bro.
Baker
Oh
Mayfield
man, I'm glad you brought that up.
and Carolina and them should not beat the Saints. There was nowhere in the world. We
Say,
beat
bro.
ourselves. These are two games that we should not have lost by no means. And y'all gotta understand, even under Sean Payton, we lost to Carolina in Carolina. It's just something about Carolina. In Carolina, they have our number up in their house. But when they come to the dome, we always beat them.
Oh yeah. Oh
I don't
yeah.
know what it
Say,
is.
bro. Say, bro.
Slap the sleep out of
Baker
their eyes.
Mayfield, like I think I'm better than Baker Mayfield, bro.
I think I'm better.
Like
I'm better than
like
him now.
that.
He's
That
not
dude
at all.
that dude is another trash. Like he is like motherfucking waste management trash.
Right.
Wow.
Like he clean up after Mardi Gras trash. Like
Oh
that
no.
nigga, that nigga is garbage. How the hell he had 1 yard passing against us in like the end of the first quarter or the second quarter or something?
Wait, he didn't beat us. He didn't beat us. Alvin
No,
Kamara.
not at all.
Alvin Kamara.
Nah, we beat us.
It was
We beat
Alvin
us.
Kamara who
No,
beat
the
us.
team 53
Because when
minutes.
Alvin dropped that ball and gave them a touchdown,
Yeah.
when you give the offense, and this is why I tell Saints fans, they got they little Saints favorites, and they'll go after just the quarterback, Jameis or anybody, but they won't talk about the other people that are giving trouble to the team too. Okay, so I just say keep the same energy. Okay, if you're gonna just come at Jameis, let's go after Alvin and Mark, because Mark put the ball on the ground 2 times this year, causing us to lose the momentum in football games. All that starts. PJ gave up a touchdown. There's a lot of broken down things that happened this year.
I'm gonna tell you why people do that, though, Everett. I'm gonna tell you why people do that, because AK should been the best running back in Saints history. So people gonna look at it like, okay, he messed up. The same thing with Drew. So they'll mess up a few times. Then it's like, nah, they're not gonna do that all the time.
Right.
So that's why we just kind of, let it brush off. I mean, like sweep it under the rug, because one thing, Kamara gonna have a game where he gonna have 6 touchdowns.
Right.
So that's why people like, okay, yeah, he fumbled, but I'll let it go.
But over here we gonna hold him accountable, because at the end,
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. You do what you do. That's what a coach supposed to do, actually.
Because one of the things that we're gonna do, we can't tolerate. When it comes down to the Saints, we all have to realize that the Saints are a talented football team. We're better than what we're playing. I know we are.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
The Saints have talent. They just have not displayed their talent. You can't tell me Juice Landry is not a good football player when he's healthy and ready. Okay. Juice
Right.
he's gonna come back strong. Mike is gonna come back, and when we get them guys back, this team is gonna be much better. Even if it is Andy Dalton or Jameis, I think the team is still going to lead to the right direction. I still think that Jameis sees Andy, and he's worried right now that Andy is going to take his job. So I believe he's going to play well when he comes back. You know how it is, Will. We got somebody behind that's a veteran like that. That's going to light some fire under you. I think that Jameis going to realize that you see Cam Newton, he'll never get a job again. Okay. So Jameis, this is his last chance. So Jameis better come back in the second half when I believe he's going to play this week. If Jameis have
I hope he don't. I hope he
I
don't.
hope not either, to be honest.
If Jameis have one, if he starts off like he has a terrible, I don't think Dennis is gonna. The whole thing of watching this guy Dalton, was to see what you got. Okay, now you know what you got. So if you do go back to James and James starts sucking, they can now go back to Andy Dalton within the nick of the dime. Okay, they're not going to stand for no turnovers. They're not going to stand for him to cost us on the football field. I just don't believe it. I just think that they're gonna.
I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna go back to him because he didn't lose. He lost his job due to injury, not because
of
play. But
I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I look at old boy like that. First and foremost, man, that dude gotta watch himself, man. Like he have a back injury. Like that's the most dangerous place to have to be injured. Like we talking about life here. They got football after they got life after football. So if he get out there and trying to play and all of that and his back messed up, man, that could be his career. So he needs to sit down, man, and heal before he steps.
That could be his career in bed with his wife.
I mean, hey, but he can still stand up and pull her to the end of the bed. So I mean, there's still other ways, he'd be okay, But it's dangerous for him to be on that field, bro. And then he not playing himself. Like, bro, man, what made Winston solid for us last year was his running ability.
Right.
So if he can't run, he don't need to be on the field, man.
Well, I think the coach is doing a good thing for keeping him, shut him down when they did. They probably should have shut him down a little sooner to let the man be healthy, okay? The bottom line is you can see he was trying to force it. He was doing
right, he was.
And I think that the Saints, y'all say Dennis Allen, he don't know what he's doing.
Shit.
That's a coaching decision.
Stupid ass lady.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, she's snapping. Hey, fellas, I'm gonna catch back up with y'all, man.
Will, you always welcome to the baddest, brother. You always remember.
Man, it's all love, man. It's all love.
I'm gonna make you a mod in the chat. You're gonna become a mod probably as soon as I get off the live, but you will be a mod in the
All right, let me know. All right, what shoot? I'm gonna get up with y'all. All right, Jay, I'm gonna hit y'all up, man. All right, people.
Bye.
Okay, we're gonna close
I apologize,
this thing,
y'all. I apologize.
We're gonna give y'all the last word, Larry and Shelby. Shelby, I love you, bro. I just like to debate against you because you know.
I'm not on that sauce, on that jar juice today. I know.
Yeah, well, no, actually, I'm not drinking.
Oh,
I didn't drink anything. You didn't notice? Y'all don't notice I'm not slurring and talking shit.
I noticed the last week you was lit.
I mean, I'm trying to do better, y'all. Kendra, you don't see I'm doing better?
You're doing great, Everett.
I don't know how y'all can be home and don't get on that jar juice watching them Saints. The only reason why I'm in
I
the
had
truck.
to give myself a break because last night I got. Last night I was torn. Okay.
Hey,
so,
how your son doing?
I can't go back. He at the dome. He's probably on his way back. He was on a pregame show.
No, I'm talking about the other Saints. He got hurt in the game. Are you all right?
Oh, you talking about? Oh, he's fine. He's off the crutches.
Well,
they heal fast. They heal very fast.
Oh, nice.
And they took a beat. They 4-2, but they took a damn beat down. Lord have mercy. Gulfport ain't playing out there in Mississippi, man. Gulfport hired put a whipping on them. But my boys shine. They did their thing. But they can, it's a team game. And I told them everything is about team. It's not about you. Your team lost, you lost. That's what it is. Football team. It's not the football Jameses. It's not that's why when y'all point fingers, Larry gets pissed off. It's because it's a whole team game. And for us to look at the whole game, there are multiple players that's not playing well. Like I said, Honey Badger needs to step up. We paid a lot of money for Honey Badger. We paid a lot of money for him to be in the back end.
That's what I said in the beginning. As a team, if they don't play better as a team, they're not gonna win too many games. That's what I meant. But
right.
Well, the thing, right, and I agree. I mean, I think where it gets mixed up is that we say James. We have pointed out, like you said earlier, we have pointed out all the other mistakes and all the other things that are going on because this is week 5, and the same stuff is still happening.
Still doing.
Right. And the thing about it is, I think where we get mixed up when we say James, is because like as far as the command of the offense, you know what I'm saying? Even though we make mistakes that we need to clean up, is the fact that can we move the ball in the right direction? Can we overcome the mistakes? Can we generate points? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we get stuck on. Jameis is okay. The command of the offense. Can we generate points? Can we overcome the mistakes that we're making in these games by putting up points on offense?
I just want to
You
see
know,
Jameis with a healthy Michael Thomas, a healthy Jarvis Landry, a healthy, unit. And when Penny comes back and all of them together, I just
right?
want to see what it's going to look like with him with a better football team. So that's all I want to see. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just not willing to give up yet. Now, then, like I said, I got a chance. Right now, Andy is winning. Right now, Andy is keep letting Jameis rest until Andy show me otherwise. Okay. When I see Jameis come back, and I notice that I think he's gonna play this week though. I think he's gonna shock y'all because I saw Jameis on the sideline cheering, going crazy on the sideline, and Jameis do not want to see Dalton look good. I'm telling you, Jameis want to get back on that field, and he ain't gonna let he's gonna want to come back on there and not allow Andy to take his job. So I just think right now we're rolling with Andy right now. But Andy might be the long-term solution if Jameis does not play well for the rest of the season. So, but like Larry said, give that the man. We got to give the man a chance. It's too early for us to say that. We got TB12 in the house. He said keep starting Andy, and of course that's a Tampa Bay fan. He said crazy. He said it was crazy. He said what happened when AK gets the ball. Now what does happen? I don't know what he means.
We don't know
He
what it
made
means.
plays.
He makes
He
plays.
made plays.
He makes plays. I don't know if this is the we do have our own Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan in our group. I don't know if that's Dustin or whatever, but we don't have no problem with it. As long as they're respectful. Tampa Bay fans.
Respectful Tampa Bay.
Okay, just be respectful. We
There
don't
you
have
go.
no problem with you guys being in here, okay?
Now I will say this, Everett. I will say this, y'all. Now, if Jameis does come back, this is what I want to see, and this is my main gripe with him. Read, make your reads, and spread the ball. Throw the ball to the open man. That's all I want him to do. He don't have to run if he don't have. You know what I'm saying? Just throw the ball, make the plays. That's all I want to see
don't
is
hold
him
the ball
spread the
long.
ball.
Don't hold the ball long.
Don't hold the ball long,
Yeah.
spread the ball. That's
What?
all I ask. And we can get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not totally against them, but I just see what I see with Andy is that he's reading the defenses, he's getting the ball to the open guy, and we moving the ball down the field. If Jameis could do the same, I have no gripe with him. I have no gripe. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Reason why I'm dropping a link, I'm about to close the live, but maybe next time we'll drop the link. Naj, you always welcome. Sam must be a fan of another team. Because he said y'all receivers low as fuck. So basically, he's saying we're injured. He's right.
We
He's
are.
right. We are injured. We are injured. We got everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said let's keep letting Taysom be the factor, because I'm telling you why. Look, it's been proven. That I like what they're doing. Let Taysom get the ball, get Andy the ball, let Taysom get the ball, and it's kind of confusing people. We do anything we got to do to win until Jameis get back. I support Jameis Winston. I still support Jameis until he gets a little bit more. If he showed me any more that he showed him other games, I'm with you, okay? I can turn very fast, okay? But right now,
I know.
I'm going to support Jameis because I know this is because of injuries. Let's see the man not injured, okay? Let's just see what he could do. Give him one more shot, y'all. Give him one more shot for us, Saints fans. Don't give up on Jameis. Jameis is still our quarterback, y'all. And I know y'all don't like it, but it's our quarterback, okay? So let's support Jameis and Dalton. Let's support both of them, okay? Because they Saints. So I'm about to get out of here. Well, next week we will be dealing with the Bengals. Your host, our host of this channel will be back. EJ is at the Dome. He went to the game today. I know he's happy. He's happy that they won. He's going to probably have a lot to say. We're probably going to do a Wednesday edition to dissect. He'll be able to talk about. So you guys be prepared for Wednesday. So we're probably going to be doing something on Wednesday, okay, y'all? So we'll let you know, okay? Y'all have a nice one. The Who Dat Saints fans, we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, we love this team. Who that, we all that. Shout out to my wife for allowing me to stay this long on the podcast.
Yes.
Behind every strong man is a strong woman. I'm out of here.
That's right.